I grew up at no. I blew up in shit that don't exist, no getting views on fucking karma. I grew up at no papa. Spending day to day, getting money, playing commas. Wish I had the commas. Wish I had some commas. Wish I had some commas so I can give it to my mama. I grew up at no papa. Fucking karma. Ron Davis at the end of the day and keep money mellow. It's not the same. It's only time. Niggas know we getting money off this rhyme. They saying when jails go run up out of rhymes. Shit, I don't know cause I rolled up some shit that don't exist. If you was on fucking karma. I grew up at no papa. Studying day to day. Getting money playing commas.
thought this shit was sweet.
They thought that shit was sweet. They thought this shit was sweet.
Thought that shit was sweet.
PARTTWICE, I see.
Super sweet.
They thought this shit was super sweet. They thought this shit was sweet. They thought this shit was super sweet. They thought this shit was super sweet. Yeah, they thought this shit was sweet. Yeah, they thought this shit was super sweet. Thought this shit was sweet. Thought this shit was super sweet. Thought this shit was super sweet. Because I tried to keep the Yeah. I'm just trying to get all of this money in the streets. Niggas beef, then they go to war. Somebody gon' die, yeah. Fuck the police, we gon' shoot you every time, yeah. Rather live my life behind a jail cell. I can't let you niggas rock my veil. Send me straight to hell. I'ma keep the heat, seekers aiming to your head gone. If I miss, that's okay. I'll be at your girl home. Live a life of crime, then you know there ain't no rules in it. I can't get your sergeant, I got to kill the lieutenant. Head with no screws in it. Thought I called the Holy Ghost. Fire from my gun, turn you niggas into fucking ghosts.
Man, they thought this shit was sweet. You say the return of Tank 2026. Ain't that a bitch? And who does he fight, sir? We have no idea. But hey, we all know that Tank gonna come back and he gonna do his thing. And he gonna be the old Tank or either to be continued Tank from Lamont Roach. Either way it go, we expecting a knockout from Tank, right? and it's funny that you brought Tank up because this show wasn't about Tank. This show was about Shakur Stevenson next fight and all the controversy from these UFC fighters and the UFC fight fans. You know, I had to throw my little chopper out there to shoot. And I see both sides of the field, G, because they both are disciplines that you should respect. And, you know, people gonna pick their discipline over other people's disciplines. But, you know, the truth is truth. And I always said that any great boxer, I don't care if it's Floyd, Mayweather, or Shakur Stevenson, or Ali, one thing you notice in the ring is a lot of clinching. And I'm just saying, with a UFC fighter, you could never get in a clinch with them. You will have to always depend on your outside game with them. You can never slip. You can never make a mistake at all if you were in a real life situation as far as a fight. Now, as far as Terrence Crawford talking about niggas ain't fighting no more, and you understand me, they got switches out there, you know, that's bullshit, G. Because you sound like Knockout Boxing 86 TV now. When Brian Norman Jr., his dad, senior, said he wanted to put his hands on him. And he said, I keep it in my lap at all times, but you want to fight another YouTuber. They all men. You can knock out a big man, can't you? You talk tough like you can knock out big men, you know? Real tough. This boxing talk, right? You know, I don't invite no danger or none of that there, but I'm going to defend myself if I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying, no other way. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not inviting nobody to go to no gym and spar, none of that. But, you know, I talk the truth. And if the truth hurt, then so be it. You talk lies and shoot narratives, you know, and get mad and try to omit the truth. The truth is, man, everybody should be respected. You know, them guys disrespected that man, and he came back and responded the way he responded. And you can't get mad at how somebody else responds to somebody saying something about their sport. You feel me? And what else is this nigga supposed to say? You know, and what if he don't like the way that the boxing world is going? A lot of people don't like it. You know, a lot of casuals don't like the so-called running style. So maybe he's one of those guys that's real tough and can fight. You know, a lot of guys say, oh, you never laced up the gloves. Well, he don't lace up gloves. You know, he put on, you know, UFC gloves, you know. So whatever these guys going through in their discipline is what they going through in their discipline. And you got to respect that. You say Shakur top 3 pound for pound, bruh. Shit, what you telling me for? That's your list. You know what I'm saying? You know, I agree with you. Definitely top 3. You wanted an argument out of me or something? Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he definitely top 3, number 1. He been number 1 on my shit for like two years, over 2 years. You say I predicted top 5, but I ain't expect top 3. Nah, that's the official list. I ain't worried about that. My list is the official list, nigga. Yeah, you talking about? My list is the official list. What's wrong with you, man? What? They got a deal, man.
This is a to all the get to youths. To all the get to youths. How will you feel if you wake up one morning and saw a big M16 has a lot to draw? Feel like you want to disappear but you can't. Cause the police are you not just miss a law. Babylon will shut your face crowd. What will you say if you're coming from dance on your head? You're a voice a boy, no move else you're dead. When you take a look, you see a
Murderer. What would you do if you woke up one morning and saw a big M16 nozzle at your jaw? You want to disappear, but you can't. You can't call police and miss a law. Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about that. Yeah, Bill got a list, you know, and Shakur number 2. You understand me? But Boost number 4. You understand me? But that's at 154. You understand me? And I don't see Xander nowhere on there. You understand me? But I do see somebody that can't go to 54. You know, Shakur said he'll go to 47, but you understand me, Devin, man, you can make it to 54 and probably 60, nigga. You understand me? But hey man, this is boxing. Now MMA, Terrence Crawford, man, you know, you've been wrestling and showcasing your skills for a long time. You know what I'm saying? We've been all seeing your strength. And we saw Clarissa. Y'all fought with Clarissa, right? Clarissa been over there, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing in the MMA. I think you should try, man. You can get 100 million for that, brother. Huh?
Respectful to us athletes, bro, in the UFC. Shakur, I'm on you. Even though you beat Timo, all the stuff that Timo was talking, all that trash that he was doing, he's saying nigga, he throwing bananas at you and all that type of stuff, right? Yeah, you beat him, but you should have knocked his ass out cold. But because you worried about your little record, because you don't want to get embarrassed, you want to blame it. Oh, well, it's the art of boxing. Or I just want to show my jab all night. You a hoe. You a hoe. You ain't want to go out there and put on your best performance. So with that being said, stop disrespecting us, bro. We are way more entertaining than you. It just is what it is. When we watch you guys fight, it's predictable on who's gonna win. So it ain't no excitement in it. In the UFC, you don't know who gonna get it. From the wrestlers, from the submissions, from knees, from elbows, from kicks, spinning back kick, spinning fists. And y'all try to say, no, y'all the real fight. How? How y'all the real fight? If we came outside, literally where I'm at right now, I could kill you. I'm not saying I want to kill you or want to take you off this earth, but realistically, I would kill you if we fought. Y'all boxers are so disrespectful to us athletes, bro.
So what you feel about what he said right there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas said something to the nature to where he felt offended. And that's how he responded. What would you say to that? You know? You say I'm pushing Keyshawn versus Hitchin. For sure, I like that. But you know, jam that. Cause you know, he called out some shit that was true. To me. And you know, I don't think Shakur no hoe, but I was on record saying that I wish he would have pressed T.O. in the last championship rounds for a stoppage. I think that would have been good for his superstardom, the way he want to be on top and be the face of boxing. You know, I think you need a stoppage. I don't think you have to have one, but to get that to that plateau, you got to stop people, homie, because that's what the casual world do. They run the boxing game. You understand me? Like, once you master boxing, man, you got to get your bag, bro. And that's the only way nowadays that you get the bag, because it used to be fighting for the belts to get you the bag. But now the belts don't matter. You know, the game done changed. You say he mad because he getting 6 figures a fight and boxers getting 8. I don't think so. I think them boys disrespected his craft. You gotta listen to what this man said, man, instead of just thinking everybody clout chasing. G, he never said he wanted to fight them niggas in the ring. He said he just want to work with Terrence Crawford. You know how niggas go gym to gym working. You know, Crawford like to wrestle and all that shit, man. You know, go work with that nigga, since you know what I'm saying. He can't fuck with Lil Bro. Lil Bro the one that said that shit. You understand me? And I guess whatever Crawford say, you know what I'm saying? After that, it is what it is. Talking about guns and all that for what? This nigga talking about fight.
Fight a boxer all day. And it can easily be proven. Boxer, but I can outfight a boxer all day. And it can easily be proven. Because I heard Shakur also say, oh, hey, then let's fight then to Ilya Tapori. And I ain't going to pick on the little dude because he's little. I get his big bro though. But, no disrespect, you might be retired. I ain't asking to fight you in the actual ring. But let's just work. Let's just work. I feel like I don't get none of the respect that I feel that's warranted. Let me get some work with the so-called GOAT that's in the boxing. And let's see how I hold my own. Y'all seeing this, y'all share this, y'all like to send and clip stuff. Send this to Bud. Come and work with an MMA dude. I know you still staying sharp. I know you still in the ring training. You might not box again like you said, because ain't no money that's going to ever bring you back. But hey, don't allow your talents and your gifts to go to waste. Let me work with you, bro. I got something to prove today.
I mean, he said the niggas that be clipping shit, which is me, send that shit out. You understand me? He said he just want to work, bro. You know, he can't fuck with Shakur, but he little bro. He say he gonna fuck with big bro. He say he want to fuck with anybody that say some shit like that. You gotta go check that nigga, dog. You know, that's good, easy work, man. You know, y'all put some paperwork in the game where y'all can't go 100% or something, man. Get some real work in, man. Don't be neglecting that work when a nigga call you out or something, man. You understand me? He felt offended. What you gonna do when somebody offends you? When somebody be like, hey man, you tripping, man. You gonna tell them niggas fall back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is sport, is how he make his living, whether it's 6 figures or 8 figures, nigga. What he said, he can't beat a boxer.
All day. And it can easily be proven. I ain't boxer, but I can outfight a boxer.
Yeah.
All day. And it can easily be proven. Because I heard Shakur also say, oh, hey, then let's fight then to Ilya Tapori. And I ain't going to pick on the little dude because he's little. I get his big bro though. But, no disrespect, you might be retired. I ain't asking to fight you in the actual ring. But let's just work. Let's just work. I feel like I don't get none of the respect that I feel that's warranted. Let me get some work with the so-called GOAT that's in the boxing. And let's see how I hold my own. Y'all seeing this, y'all share this, y'all like to send and clip stuff. Send this to Bud. Come and work with an MMA dude. I know you still staying sharp. I know you still in the ring training. You might not box again like you said, because ain't no money that's going to ever bring you back. But hey, don't allow your talents and your gifts to go to waste. Let me work with you, bro. I got something to prove today.
Hey, how you know that nigga ain't for real? You know what I'm saying? Them guys over there, man, ain't scared to get knocked out. You understand me? So that's some dangerous work when you talking about grappling. And you know, you see Bud, you know, he always grappling and showcasing his deadlift strength, and you know, he's a very strong individual. And you know, this guy right here understands that boxing and MMA and UFC are two different disciplines, was still a discipline at the same time. So if you're gonna disrespect my discipline, come over here and show me. Do like Clarissa Shields did. You understand me? Don't talk that shit. Go walk that shit. I like that. Don't be scary. Let them have that shit, G. You want to ball up people and be tough and then talk about the firearms. That's scary. You can't talk about the firearms, G.
Instead of talking about me, instead of being on my comment section, talking crazy, talking wild when you know darn well you would never say that in my face. Because I'm looking for that brave individual one day that's brave enough to really give a true opinion. It might not be the truth, but I can respect you if you tell me how you really feel to my face. But all you bots, all you fake profiles, all you private profiles where I cannot touch you, remember this. When you dead and forgotten, you gonna be going back and like, damn, all that time I spent on Buck Page, talking all that shit, I could have been really doing something. Are y'all skilled at what y'all do? Exactly. That right hand and that left hand is, it's a problem. But at the same time, that's all y'all gotta work. You guys don't have to learn different parts of the body and train certain parts of the body to make sure that you're strong in all positions. See, the thing about boxing is, it's easy to be defensive because instead of talking about me, instead of being on my comment section, talking crazy, talking wild when you know darn well you would never say that in my face.
I don't know now, Bud. Kind of different now. You think Bud would say that in his face? Them niggas was talking about all kind of craziness, man. All because this man felt offended. That's why I was okay when KQKC got mad at Blue. You know what I'm saying? And put the business out there because you can't tell nobody how to get mad at a situation. You felt like somebody crossed you. Now, it went too far, but, it is what you can't tell nobody how to get mad. I ain't never tried to tell a nigga how to get mad, man. I just try to stand back and see who right and see who wrong. You know what I'm saying? Let everything and let the dust settle. But you know what I'm saying? Man got points. And you just always go back to who started that shit. Nigga ain't had no business talking about this craft. You know what I'm saying? Let's respect crafts, That's all he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Or let's work. That nigga want to work for real, man. Like, he might be clout chasing, but is clout chasing good for boxing? I think so. Bring excitement, man.
You got to do is worry about two hands. But it's harder to be offensive to try to get the knockout. So when people get a lot of knockouts like Devontae or like Deontay Wilder at the time, you know what I mean? Or who another good name? Canelo or Triple G, right? They are very proficient on how to find their shots and set up their shots, right? That's why I got to give them a lot of respect. But at the same time, when you're a person like Shakur, when you're a person like Bud, when you're a person like Andre Ward, no disrespect to them, they're more emphasized on defense, not offense. Because offense, if you what's the word I'm looking for? Prioritize towards that more, you lead yourself to get open and get knocked out and exposed, right? That's why Mike Tyson was a savage, right? Because he didn't mind being aggressive. You know what I mean? Doing that forward pressure, bobbing and weaving to get inside to lace. Easy to be defensive.
Now, whatever y'all say, you know what I'm saying, about him clout chasing, you just close your eyes and act like he ain't saying nothing wrong. When you're defensive, you know what I'm saying, less to be hit. When you're offensive, you have to open up. He ain't lying about that. It is what it is. You play safe, you stay home sometimes, and get the victory. Go home safe and intact like you came into the ring. An easy day at the office. You know what I'm saying? Easy day at the office. You know what I'm saying? Easy work. Instead of going above and beyond and trying to please your boss. Who's the boss? The people that buy the fights, the people that watch the fights. You ain't trying to please your boss. You understand? That's all he trying to say. It's the real deal Holyfield out here, man, in the field, man. When you got guys like Mike Tyson, they try to make fun of Mike Tyson, but, man, Mike Tyson went out and lost and came back, and he's still a legend to me, He went out on this shield, with the peekaboo style, a great offensive style, not really known for the defense except for the head movement, no backstepping, really just a come forward type of fighter. Understand what I'm saying? So maybe when you go to the MMA, that type of style is more efficient because you don't have nobody to break up a clinch. Once you do get in trouble. So I don't know, man, what you guys gonna say about that. But what did he say right here?
What's the word I'm looking for? Prioritize. What's the word I'm looking for? Prioritize towards that more. You leave yourself to get open and get knocked out and exposed, right? That's why Mike Tyson was a savage, right? Because he didn't mind being aggressive. You know what I mean? Doing that forward pressure, bobbing and weaving, and get inside to lay somebody out. Say, well, he not to go because he got 7 losses or he got 5 losses. Who cares? He taking risks. Shakur, I'm on you. Even though you beat Timo, right? All the stuff that Timo was talking, all that trash that he was doing. He's saying nigga, he throwing bananas at you and all that type of stuff, right? Yeah, you beat him, but you should have knocked his ass out cold. But because you worried about your little record, because you don't want to get embarrassed, you want to blame it. Oh, well, it's the art of boxing. Or I just want to show my jab all night. You a hoe. You a hoe. Because offense, if you
that's how that nigga feel, man. I don't think that's a different sport. You gotta play it safe in this sport. But you can't play it safe in MMA. It's hard to play it safe in the MMA. They put you in a predicament when you get into a clinch where you got to do what you got to do and adapt. What's up, beat man? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, somebody you gonna get. That's what he said. He was like, when you watch boxing, you can predict 9 times out of 10 who's gonna win that fight for real. But with the UFC and the MMA, you dealing with all kinds of shit, man. You don't know who gonna win. Because any night a nigga might hit you with a spinning back kick, a spinning back punch, a leg lock, a submission, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of knees and elbows, and you understand me? And no breaking up, no clinching. You understand me? Full force for however long that round is, man. So you gotta respect each other's discipline at the same time, man. You know what I'm saying, me? So as far as like what you said earlier, Joe, about Ryan Garcia, I got Ryan Garcia beating beating that man real bad too. I got Ryan Garcia stopping Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying, with that left hook. That jab. One thing Ryan do got other than the left hook is a jab. He got a fast jab. You understand me? He can stick that jab in there against Mario Barrios all night. Ryan got a little soul in him too. You say them gloves. And that's another thing. Them niggas in the UFC, they not fighting with none of that 8-ounce and big 12-ounce shit, man. Them boys got ways to grab you and break you up, and you understand, put all kind of things you can never get away with in boxing, man. Them boys you gotta respect their craft, man. I respect it because, like he said, in the streets, that's the fight style that wins. And the only person I think that can, survive as far as a box out there, you know what I'm saying, other than heavyweights, you know what I'm saying, is Terrence Crawford. This nigga can wrestle and box. I seen you brag about putting motherfuckers on their back. Even MMA fighters, ran up on. I think you should make a big bag fucking with Dana White. If you ask me, if you ain't gonna fight nobody, ain't nobody gonna get no 100 million to fight you, man, in the boxing game except Canelo. They don't want to see that. And I feel like Boots, you can get a big bag, but is it 100? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you say you hoping Barrios win, but I don't see it now because they hyping up that Ryan Garcia and that Devin Haney fight. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the makings, in the cards. He got to win this one, and I think that the powers that be gonna let him do his thing. They gonna let him do his thing. They definitely gonna let that man do his thing, man. But as far as the MMA versus the boxing shit, I can't really do that. But you know, my favorite sport is boxing because you only have two hands, like he says. See, his argument go against him too, because the fact that you have so many other weapons that you can use, it's like a playing spades with the big joker, the little joker, the two of the hearts, all them extra little cards, man. You can't gamble. We gamble playing ace high. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have all that help. You understand me? When you getting your ass beat in the MMA by them hands, you can grapple and grab a nigga and then change the tide of a fight. But if you getting beat by your motherfucking hands in boxing and try to grab a nigga, you can get disqualified by putting motherfuckers on their neck and lose your bag. You know, you got to figure it out with your brain. You have to be smart. You understand me? And that's where he needs to respect the boxing discipline. You understand me? And that's why I understand where he coming from, and I understand where the boxing game coming from. It's just that I choose boxing over the MMA and the UFC because, you know, it's like if you can't grab me and you can't touch me, how can you beat me? You understand me? But if you grab me and you touch me, that's the chance I got to take. And it's okay to learn both disciplines. I like Terrence Crawford for the fact that he can get in the ring and get into a grappling match with you and win it every time. And, you know, as far as like going over and crossing over to the MMA, he already said that he ain't want to do that because he didn't want to get his arm broke or none of that shit. You understand me? But here we got Clarissa Shields. She hopped her ass over there in the MMA and did good. You understand me? So she wasn't scared to get her arm broken. That's a female. You understand me? So shout out to Clarissa for that, for sure though, because that's rough going over, crossing over to somebody else's sport. It's always cool when the MMA guys come over to boxing because you, like you said, you know, 9 times out of 10, you see a boxing match, man, you really know who's gonna win that shit unless, you know, you got the best fighting the best. But that how much time that really happened, especially before Turkey. You understand me? So I see both sides of the argument. G. You say you used to watch when John Jones was in his prime and Conor. Yeah, it was exciting. People were characters. They had aura. You understand me? And the boys was breaking shit, especially John Jones in his prime. G. He was breaking shit. G. You know, not just him, a lot of people, even Rampage, man, from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? All them boys was wrecking back then. That's when that shit was really wrecking. You understand me? But MMA was really lit back in the 90s. You understand me? When that shit really first came out, they had 300-pound motherfuckers fighting 175-pound guys. The Gracie family, they got a family, I don't know how many family members they got, man. They got about 100 family members that fight. Them boys fighting 400-pound people, man. It was just no weight limit to the shit, G. It was real crazy. And man, you saw kind of wild. Google that shit, G. That shit was wicked, G. And it's all about the discipline. That's why I say, you don't win fights with power punching. You win fights with smarts. And that's what these guys got to understand. It's in the MMA, man. It's all about the smarts. It's how you last long. You don't want to get your leg and your arm and your eye and your nose and your ear cauliflowered all up and broken. You understand me? You want to be able to stay away from those strikers in the MMA. I like to watch the strikers, you know, because the strikers rarely, you know, get to the mat. And when they do, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to get up so they can strike, you know what I'm saying? But they have the grappling ability to prevent a takedown, you know? So I respect those guys like Anderson Silva. Came over into the boxing game, not very good because that wasn't his discipline, but still has the moves to be exciting. You say UFC has the way better fighting video game. Yeah, man, because, you know, it's so many things that you can do in the MMA, so many weapons, so many things that you can pull out of your trick bag, man. You know, the things that you do in the MMA, you getting fined for and suspended and disqualified for, G. So, you know, and the things you do in boxing, you know, the guys in MMA always had trouble with because they not usually good with strikers in the MMA as well. You know, the strikers in the MMA, like John Jones can strike. You know, he got the long reach and all of that. Anderson Silva was a striker. You know, he got the long reach and all of that. Rampage, a striker. He'll slam the shit out you, but he's striking. Them guys used to strike. And man, you know, that's what the biggest part of fighting is all about, striking, right? I mean, it's cool to slam a motherfucker on his head, man, but ain't nothing like punching a nigga in their mouth, dog. And that's what the MMA guys got to understand, too. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about hitting a bitch first before you can even get to slam them, because if you got somebody with quick feet, man, how you gonna get to him? You gonna be taking punches. You know what I'm saying? You gonna put your high guard up and just, you know what I'm saying, and just keep on taking punches. What that nigga Shakur said.
Not a fighter in boxing that's going to go in there and just walk through the shit that I'm throwing.
Right.
It's impossible.
Right.
I done trained my whole life. I've been boxing my whole life. Ain't nobody just walking in there, hands up,
Right.
and that shit ain't working. I don't give
Right.
a fuck what y'all talking about.
Oshino found out the hard way.
No, not Oshino.
Oshino found out the hard way. You know, he found.
Yoshino found out the hard way, you know.
You know who we talking about.
I'm thinking gonna say Yoshino because it's better fighters than Yoshino out there, right? So any fighter, I'm saying this for any fighter, like any fighter in the world, you name them. They're not walking through anything that I'm just throwing. I don't care who you is, and if you is, you getting picked apart.
Right.
You getting picked apart. You walking to punches, but.
Yeah, he's just walking through punches, man. So that's what I feel like, you know what I'm saying? A slick boxer can always whoop a guy in the MMA more than a guy in the MMA can whoop, you know what I'm saying, the boxer. You know what I'm saying? There'll be times a guy from the MMA can come over and get a boxer, you know what I'm saying, that ain't that good. But on them streets, it's a different story, G. And you guys love to represent the streets. You know, so when you want to be a tough guy, man, you know, Terrence, man, you can't be talking about the firearms, fella. You can't be talking about no firearms, man. No, we ain't going out like that. T. Crawford, you know, we know you get active and all of that, but come on, T. This young nigga want to scrap and mix it up with you. Like, and he want to get some attention. Like, what's wrong with that? If you was a up-and-coming fighter, and you know the stigma of the MMA guys, UFC ain't really getting paid. You know you opening up the door for me to get a bag, G. You open up the door for me to get that bag, homie, by talking about me, G. Or my craft of thereof. You know, you talking about me then. You know, there ain't no reason for you to talk the gangster talk. You talking about who even fighting in the streets. Talking about he can kill. Hey, man, listen, man. You gonna make it seem like he ain't say, I ain't saying I can kill you, but he was giving a comparison, bro. And you know he was giving a comparison to Terrence Crawford. I heard as soon as I heard, I was like, damn, he said kill him. And then he straightened that shit. Like, man, I ain't saying I kill you. I'm just saying, though, like with my craft, and my, you know, the things that we can do, the submissions and all that clenching and shit, you dead. Like the things I can take you out, it'll take the referee to say, hey, because you'll have to tap. And if you don't tap, I'm gonna keep going, it'll kill you. Usually in the MMA, man, guys have to tap. You understand me? To let them know that, okay, please stop and make the referee stop. That's the only way the referee can get involved, really, unless he sees fit. And usually it'll make you let you tap. If you feel like you can take all that pressure around your neck, keep going, sir. And it's only until you tap, you know, and then on the streets, if you tap, that ain't no shit. Ain't nobody breaking no tap up. Like, really think about it. You was out there fighting for real, man. If your homeboy went out there when you tripped and fell, and they could have ran and fell on your neck, Shakur, and squeezed you till you went to sleep. And you know, for sure though that you'll get up from that sleep. You might put a hemorrhage on your brain. You understand? That shouldn't happen before. I be telling y'all niggas, man, leave that street life alone, G. That shit is for the birds. It's for the slaves. You know, so I ain't tripping, man, when he say shit like that, because I know it'll never get nowhere. But you gotta understand, Crawford, the peoples, your fans, the youth, a lot of young niggas watching you. You an OG talking about firearms, nigga, just because these are fighters. These niggas ain't thinking you gonna pull a gun on them, bro. Like, I can see if it was a crazy fan, homie. Like if that nigga sent you in public, that nigga ain't gonna try you, dog. Like Terrence Crawford know for a fact that man is not gonna swing on him or none of that shit if he seen him at Burger King, bro, or the corner store like Blue Blood. Blue Blood was talking all kind of shit about you, Terrence Crawford, man, before he became BLK Prime and got you over on board with him. You understand me? And he had a whole bunch of videos on his page that got deleted talking shit about you, G. And you caught that nigga at the corner store, and I heard his story, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know the true story, but I know it'll probably be the same thing if you seen this nigga at the corner store. But you feel me? So all that talking about getting a gun and this nigga, you ain't say you was gonna get a gun, nigga, but you brought guns into the situation, my nigga. Like even with Earl, dog, you talking about nigga get active. Bro, that's why you can't get marketed. You can't never be the face of boxing, my nigga, because you ain't got no personality either. You a mean motherfucker. You know, and that's what I like though. You know what I'm saying? As far as a fighter, but as far as like being somebody likable, nah. You one of them private niggas, man, that only got a certain few niggas you fuck with, and they understand you and you the leader. But them niggas, ain't nobody your boss. You can believe that, Jack. And man, it's funny that you say Suleiman doing what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Because once that nigga got that bag from Canelo, I knew it. Because that's what he been getting neglected for his whole career. A bag, a shot at that bag, a big name. That's what Shakur wanted, a big name. And you know, Shakur know that name ain't big enough. Shakur know that Teofimo name ain't big enough, even though it's a name. It ain't big enough. That name blemished, homie. And you know the game done changed, Shakur. You know you supposed to stop Teofimo Lopez, homie. I'm wrong? I don't give a fuck, nigga. That nigga was supposed to stop that boy. Put him in the sock, that boy.
Super sweet. Yeah, they thought the shit was super sweet. Thought the shit was sweet. Thought the shit was super sweet. Thought the shit was super sweet. Because I tried to keep the peace. Yeah. I'm just trying to get all of this money in the streets. Niggas beef, then they go to vote. Somebody gon' die, yeah. Fuck the police, we gon' shoot you every time, yeah. Rather live my life behind a jail cell. I can't let you niggas rock my bell. Send me straight to hell. I'ma keep the heat, seekers aiming to your head gone. If I miss, that's okay. I'll be at your girl home. Live a life of crime, then you know there ain't no rules in it. I can't get your sergeant, I got to kill the lieutenant. Head with no screws in it. Thought I caught the Holy Ghost. Fire from my gun, turn you niggas into fucking ghosts.
Yeah, man, they thought this shit was sweet, but my thing is, G, you had to know that the people would. You probably wanted to keep the narrative going. These niggas is like, I be trying to think outside the box, like, and I know it sounds crazy, but I know niggas, you know, very, you know, calculated. You know what I'm saying? It's been calculated. It's like some people's mind don't think in advance, right? Like, you think about this like my narrative. This is my narrative. This is what I think, and I can't prove. You know, Shakur from the Olympics days, man, felt like he was robbed. And I heard the cry, and I heard what he said. He did the whole interview, you know what I'm saying, when the man was asking him questions, but he was crying, but he answered all the questions, nigga. Floyd cried. Floyd can only answer one question. And he had to walk off because he didn't want nobody to see them tears fall. Floyd cried hard, just like Shakur was crying. Same face, same emotion, same heartbreak, nigga. And what did Shakur say in those questions when they asked him about everything they wanted to ask him? The one thing that stuck out to me was he's going to make sure from now on that he does not lose a round. So when you think about what that means, man, that means everything you've been seeing in his career. Every time you call him boring, he thinking about the Olympics. You understand me? But one thing I noticed about him, as each division he went up, bro, this nigga has been perfecting the fundamentals. I'm telling you, man, like Tim Duncan, this nigga is the big fundamentals, like Tim Duncan. And whether you like it or not, he does not have to open up his so-called playbook on guys. The jab was enough to beat Edwin De Los Santos, and I told you that the jab would be enough to beat all these other guys. I say this nigga beat a man with one hand that was so-called dangerous. You guys laugh, but I analyze. I go back and watch the fight and say, let me be smart. He had an injury list and a sickness. Let me add that to the formula. Hurt hands. Okay, let's see him rematch Edwin De Los Santos with two healthy hands right after a Teofimo Lopez performance. Maybe he can get a stoppage against a dangerous fighter like Edwin De Los Santos. What would the people say then? Oh, Edwin De Los Santos had a long layoff. He was hurt, blood clots, all kinds of things. He's not the same. The fiasco with Keyshawn Davis ruined him. Went up in weight and we haven't heard from him. Blah, blah, blah. But you can't say he didn't stop him. Everybody will call you a hater. And you know that this is true. And all the things that people say go in this man's head. And he manifests and sleeps with these ill feelings in his heart, trying to prove you guys wrong. For what? You know, he's young and he's very sensitive. They call him Twitters, and he called himself Twitters, and he put it on his shows. So to let you know, that's going to be like that till he die. I can never change him. He can never be changed. He can try to change, and it won't happen. It'll kill him trying to be different. He needs to go ahead and own into what he is, or he'll be miserable. He has a godlike complex in his brain. A lot of men have that because you are of God. And when you want to be a perfectionist, it's called being a perfectionist. You want to be perfect, perfecto. You want to always practice your craft. He's a year-round fighter. You know, he's always in the gym, always working on his craft, even in restaurants or everywhere you go, you see him shadow boxing. And as a little kid, he did the same exact things that you see him do today. Wanting to fight the best and fighting the best are two different things, but the same different mindset goes along with it. When you make the excuses of fights that you're supposed to fight and they never happen, maybe it's because you're not the A side, but when you are, there should be no excuses, because even though you have a team, even though you have advisors, you are the man that takes off your shirt and swings in the ring when the bell goes ding. You make the final say so. You make the decisions. You say who I got between Keyshawn and Hitchens. I got Hitchens. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I always thought Keon Davis was the one that you should watch. Keon Davis, I feel like in a few years will have more potential than Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn is good, but not the type of level that y'all think that man on. Y'all just seen him, you know what I'm saying, do a great thing with Jermaine, but why is he going to 47, bro? You know, you buck 35, you at 40, and then you going to 47 right after doing something great. Oh, you don't want to be there with Shakur. So where's y'all trying to play games with Devin? But you trying to rush on Devin to get the bag? I think it's bag season. I think that he get in there with Hitchens. Hitchens gonna prepare a problem for him that Jermaine Ortiz couldn't really accomplish. Jermaine Ortiz tried, and you know he was coming launching in with his head, but that's not how you do it with Keyshawn. Keyshawn to get frustrated with a pure boxer, and Hitchens got a hellified jab. That boy jab real nice, and I feel like he can stay away from Keyshawn's attack. You know, Keyshawn will throw them wild body shots too, wild hooks too. And I feel like Richardson, Hitchens can stay away. You know, he been in the ring with the best too. You know, he had great tutelage from the best as well. Floyd gave him, you know, the nod as being the next Floyd. You know, you forgot about that, right? These guys, like, I made fun of Richardson, man, because of the hoochie coochie man, but he's a great boxer. Africa. So yeah, I would pick Hitchens against Keyshawn, man. You know, a lot of people don't like that, but it is what it is. Keyshawn beat a lot of guys, and you know that don't mean he's some shit because you pick him to get beat, right? Like, I think if Keyshawn fight Devin, he gonna lose, nigga. Like, just think about this. Shakur want to fight Devin. And, you know, you sending your little brother up there to test him out. Nigga, you still gonna fight Devin because you know your little brother can't beat that nigga. Nigga, you just sending your brother up there to get a bag, fool. And then, you know, I dared to be great. You know what I'm saying? I came up here, I beat this scrub. You know what I'm saying? If they don't fight Devin next, you know, I came up here, I beat this scrub. I came up to 47, man. You know what I'm saying? I did great things, man. I'm amazing, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Amazing, man. You know, I thought came up short against Devin, but, you know, it is what it is. Still amazing what I did, man. You got to, you know what I'm saying, give glory to God, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all you're going to do, G. It's a plot, it's a plan, man, to get the bag. It's bag season, homie. Hey, who's the one that's really in charge of pressing Turkey for the fights, though? You understand me? Turkey see what he see. He want what he want. Turkey like what he like. You know what I'm saying? These niggas got to perform for Turkey. That's what I was telling Shakur. It's all on Turkey and what Turkey want, nigga. Nobody can press Turkey for a fight unless it's a hell of an advisor like Dana. Somebody that's, you know, getting the bag with him. You know, Turkey wants certain fights. You know, I'm all for whatever Turkey want, man. Like, tell you the truth, you see the shit with Suleiman, right? We've been knowing this. We've been knew what Suleiman's father, God bless the dead, was doing with Don King. I did, because I was living just long enough to hear my uncles talk about Don King. And they was talking boxing. That was Suleiman Senior's boy, Don King. Getting money, you got the brown, I got the black. We mention matching with the money like that. You know, you got a country behind you. Okay, we got some niggas over here. You know that brown and black sale. Cinco de Mayo, Mexican against Puerto Rican sale. You know, all of these September holidays. You say if Hitchens get a stoppage or a dominant victory, that should be the fight for the IBF. It should be, G, but look at the stunts that Hitchens and Richardson, be pulling and saying out of his mouth. You know, you don't never trust a nigga that wear a bonnet. I'm sorry to say, if y'all niggas out there wearing bonnets, man, it's other hair pieces that y'all can wear, man. Get a roster hat. That's what we used to wear in the penitentiary. Nigga get a roster hat and wear a roster hat to cover his dreads and his hair, man. Man, niggas start wearing what the ladies wear. That's what they supposed to put on in the shower. Anyway, you say Keyshawn number 4 in the IBF. After Duarte. Y'all real big on Keyshawn for some reason. When did this happen? Because y'all was real off on Keyshawn after the Edwin De Los Santos fiasco. I remember the comment sections. You understand me? Damn where he at, man. You know, is he gonna fight Devin? You know, because that was the play, right? You say hopefully he don't move up 47 after this fight. I mean, that's where he said he going, then that's where he need to be. Like when you say you can't make 35 no more because of that bullshit you pulled, don't let me see you trying to fight at 35 no more. You at 40 now, you fighting at 40, okay, so you going to 47, because you know what I'm saying, I don't know what the real reason is. I don't know. Maybe you really supposed to be at 47. Okay, so you at 47. Who you finna fight? Because I remember you saying after your fight it was Devin. But see, let me tell you something about Keyshawn and me and my history with Keyshawn. I always seen and had skepticism about the guy. And you know, this is a long journey that I had with you fellas on YouTube. Y'all was calling me a hater, and I was like, okay. And then when the shit happened in Virginia, you niggas really went hard on him. And so that's when I picked up steam and started fucking with him again, because he young and he dumb. And you know, y'all shouldn't have went against that nigga. Y'all should have went against him when I was going against him, when it was justified. But y'all go against nigga when trouble hit people, like when Tank get in situations like he in now. That's when you niggas turn on Tank at the utmost. And that's when I pick steam up and try to uplift them niggas when they go through trouble. Because I've been through trouble, nigga. My name should be Trouble. And that's when I needed the most help and the most prayers. So I'm different. But Keyshawn is who he is, man. He's a good fighter. Why y'all want me to turn Keyshawn into a great fighter before he proved himself, G? You just did a couple of flip-flops, a turnaround, and now here you go at 47. What is you finna do? I don't know. It's another acclamation fight, if you ask me. And if I jump back to that Jermaine Ortiz fight, hey, man, you did what you had to do until you got what you needed, if you ask me. You did what you had to do until you got what you needed, which was a stoppage, nigga, and you needed that stoppage, boy. Because you knew that you was on a big stage with a nigga that fought some big names, nigga. And you ain't had no choice. It was either him or Devin Haney, nigga. You sure weren't finna fight no Devin Haney. Nigga, they got your ass back against the wall, homie. And now what you gonna do? Because you ain't finna stick around and fight nowhere Shakur at. It ain't gonna make sense. And Turkey wanna see that there. Turkey pay for whatever he want. Like, what you gonna do? Tell Turkey, no, you ain't gonna fight your brother? Okay, so they'll turn them sour. You know, you looking at your side eye. Like Boots. You know, you turning me down? Yeah, man, people doing what they got to do, though, Turkey. Move on to the next fighter. This boxing. You know, you can't worry about Boots. You got to worry about whoever going to follow your orders, because you the boss. When you start your company and your business, nigga, you want your employees to do what you say and wear your uniform. Support your brand. You get your paycheck and you feed your family. You don't worry about how the boss man give it to you as long as you get it. You niggas take blood money, so I can't really talk to you niggas anyway, man. A nigga that accept blood money can't never talk bad about the boxing game. Boxing the most corrupt sport in the world, Craig. You said, I think Keyshawn Kevin. Listen, man. It's something about Keyshawn I've been telling y'all before. Y'all been praising this nigga, man. When I was hard on him, y'all didn't want to hear me, though. But now all of a sudden, he's supposed to be top pound for all the no rank. I don't care, nigga. My thing is the competition level and the amount of fight. And when the niggas from Texas roll up on your ass, nigga, you was copping deuces. Talking about you ain't wait till I get some more fights. No, nigga. You was selling out with them big ass eyes on me. Where them eyes at? Nigga got Betty Davis eyes. That shit played out in 89, homie. Niggas don't even fall for that shit no more, G. All that there, that mad being mad shit, G. Nobody care about that, because when the niggas from Texas rolled up on you, nigga, how many fights you had? I forgot what you was screaming, nigga. You talking about wait till I get about 13. Nigga, because you told Abdullah Mason, nigga, what's up? What's up? Trying to embarrass that little young nigga. The young nigga kept his composure. You know what I'm saying? He's still young. He ain't developed his own, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's just still following his father's footsteps. I think he's a good son, a good child. But it's a blood sport, man. Niggas in this bitch gonna eventually, you know what I'm saying, have to make this nigga turn into a bad guy, because that's the only thing really selling. But, you know, he humble. He said, you know, okay, we can make it happen, but, you know, we got to talk to my people. And that nigga was like, nah, you the man. You know what I'm saying? You can make the fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we can talk to the people. But that ain't what you said. That ain't what you flipped the script. You say, I only fought this many fights, man. And then when you got in front of Frank Martin, that nigga ran up on you, you kept your glasses on. You kept your shades on when Frank Martin stopped his interview. He was in mid-interview and he seen you from across the room and he said, hold up. And he walked over there and you had your shades on, nigga. Yeah, nigga said, hey, man, I don't even really know you like that, my nigga, but you know what I'm saying? We can make it happen. And you kept your shades on after he said that. And you was looking all crazy and shit, man. You didn't want to take your shade. Everybody know you supposed to took your shades off once a nigga called your name. Hey, Keyshawn. He called your name out from across the room. You understand me? And he walked up on you, nigga, and you ain't take your shades off. And everybody know that you need your eyes to fight. And if a nigga punch you in your shit with your shades on, it can damage your retina because it'll cut your eyes with the shades breaking tired of them. You know, that's an old school trick. You know niggas scared when they don't take their shades off. That's when you use the butt of your hand right there. Just like you're trying to smash a bug or something without, you know what I'm saying, that little bone right there at the bottom. That's when you crash them bitches right into a nigga face, right in that eye on that shade and crack that bitch. You understand me? But niggas don't know because they ain't never been in that situation. Them shades cover up the fear. The fear. You understand me? And you ain't take your shades off until you realize that nigga wasn't finna really do nothing to you. That was about damn near 3-4 minutes into the conversation. And then what you told him, you just call my people. Just call my people, you know what I'm saying? We can make it happen, you call my people. But nigga, you at 140, nigga, Frank Martin at 140, brother. And you talking about 147. Look at that spectacular knockout that Frank Martin just got. He fought Tank Davis, nigga. That's a common opponent. Okay, you got to talk to your people. Jay Prince, what's the business? You got the DB3 over there. How you moving them? Don't stop my drive. You know what I'm saying? You are amazing. And you ain't finna go up there to 47 to fight no European, is you? I know for a fact it's a whole bunch of fellas out there that you've been, you know, I'm talking about supposed to been in the ring with. You done already been flew past that 35 bag. You know, with that, you know, them belts, all them belts don't matter down there no more. And I feel like, you know, if you switch gears, man, you know, your big brother, man, got a lot of options. I feel like Devin Haney got more options than Shakur. You know, because Devin Haney can pop 47. He can bring a 40 pounder up to 47. Devin Haney can, you know what I'm saying, pop a 54 bag. You know, there's a lot of things that he can do that Shakur can't do. And not even Keyshawn, I don't think, can pop a 54 bag. I think Devin Haney, the only one of these guys that, you know, we've been talking about for a few years as far as fighting each other that could pop a 54 bag. And if you pop a 54 bag, nigga, what happened to your list? You got to pop a 54 that was on your list. And I ain't never seen Xander on your list, nigga. And I think you should pop Boots. I think, yeah, that's that list. I remember you had Boots number 4. You had Boots at 1, 2, 3, yeah, number 4. And Teofimo, he shouldn't be at number 1, but you thought you was gonna get a Teofimo fight. I know y'all salty about Shakur getting it, but shit, Shakur should be number 1 because Teofimo gone and he popped him. You understand me? Had him retired for a couple of days, man. You understand? Had to get his mind right, man. He had a little headache or two. You know what I'm talking about? But yo, Tank, he back. Nah, you had him at number 3, so he really at number 2. You understand me? So Tank at number 2, and nigga, I know you gonna get him a rehydration clause, ain't you, boy? Hmm? You say, best team in boxing, Sean Haney, 2-0 in the amateurs. Yeah, shout out to Sean Haney. He a legit, so you know I can't talk bad about the little youngster. But Bill, get your children in check, nigga. You responsible for your children, so I don't talk bad about the youth. But Bill, get your motherfucking badass children in check, nigga. You responsible for your children. Anything happened in that little melee, man, that could have been on you. That's when you responsible for your children, nigga. You raise them. You're supposed to teach them better. How to act out in public, man, with grown folks around, especially when they're talking to grown folks. And then a melee happen, and then your son get hurt. You responsible, nigga. Not the nigga that hurt your son. You the parent. And anybody else that don't feel like that ain't got no children, nigga. They can't get in trouble with defects because y'all ain't got no children. That's legitimized by y'all. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. This man is underage, right? He ain't no grown man. He's a kid, right? Right. All right. Be like Cornbread Earl and me. They kill cornbread, man. That shit real. Nigga don't like when youth get in trouble. When they get in trouble, like, damn, man, why you did that to the little youngin', man? Shit, he out there thugging. He got a extended clip, and this nigga got a couple bodies. And you around here talking about spare this little young nigga. Okay, keep sparing them, fool. Keep on sparing these little young crazy ass niggas, man. You ain't in the projects. You in the bottom. You know what I'm talking about? You out there with the gated community in the street named Gucci and Prada. You understand me? So you just looking at the videos, you got your guns and your drugs in the house, man. Ain't nobody finna kick that door in. You ain't worried about that. You ain't worried about the police or the robbers. You ain't doing nothing wrong. You just got a lot of money and you buy all the things and the what you call it, the accessories that the dope boys have. And that's what a lot of athletes do. They buy the guns and the outfits and the costumes that the rappers and the gangsters wear. You know, so they copy, you copy, me no copy. One thing about it though, even though Devin got more options than Shakur, You know, I think Shakur has the more plan for success in mind because his options are options that are more daring to be great than what you call Devin's daring to be great. Like Devin fighting Xander Zayas is not as great as Shakur fighting Devin Haney. Only thing that'll be greater than Shakur fighting Devin Haney is Devin Haney fighting Jerome Boots Ennis, right? Tell the truth, Shane the Devil. Because you gotta ask who beats Boots at 54, brother. And if you go into 54, brother, and you fight Xander Zayas, it's not as great as fighting Jerome Boots Ennis, skill-wise or in the ring or for entertainment value for anything. Fuck a belt, right? Same with Devin Haney and Shakur. Shakur versus Devin Haney is better than Devin Haney versus Xander Zayas. Simple and plain. But Devin Haney versus Boots, you can probably make a debate. You could probably say, damn, it's Shakur versus Devin, or what you guys that be in your feelings, Devin versus Shakur better than, you know, Boots versus Devin, or you guys that be in your feelings, Devin versus Boots. You know, you got to really ask that because, hey, the history between Shakur and Devin is longer than Boots. You know, there's really no beef with Boots, right? What's the beef except the fact that you in the way? One nigga in the way, one nigga trying to be in my way. I wasn't even thinking about you. You know what I'm talking about? You all in the way records. But one nigga on the other side of the fence been, you know what I'm saying, accused of being a duck of you. But you've been fighting a nigga all his whole life, you know what I'm saying? And his dad called on video to my brother. Ready to go to 40 and then went to 40, you know what I'm saying? And you did. So I don't know, man. It's a lot of history, you know. I would think for me, I would think the Shakur versus Devin fight is bigger than the Devin versus Boots fight. For the simple fact, me, realistically, I think it's a more competitive fight with Shakur and Devin than Devin and Boots. I think Boots will stop Devin. You say Shakur said he a 126 pounder for real. Shakur be capping though. Ain't no telling what that nigga is, but he did start out in the lightweight and went up and fought at 40. So nobody can't take that away from him. That's one thing he can always tell the haters that he did. He's a 35 pounder that went up to 40 and popped Teofimo Lopez with a jab. Who can say they beat Teofimo Lopez and made his face look like that with just a jab? And you don't respect that? Like, don't respect nothing else but the best punch in boxing is the jab. And that's why all that nigga really used on that nigga, right? Since you really want to be boxing, you know, pages and boxing channels, let's understand that we can start with the basics over here. And when you teach children, anybody, whether they're 9 to 99, their first time in boxing, they understand that the first punch you're supposed to teach them is not the hook, not the uppercut, not the overhand, but the jab, right? You don't teach them the straight down the middle, you know what I'm saying, and drop it on the one boy and girls. You teach the jab, and once you teach them the jab, you build off of that, you know. But as far as, you know, anything else, man, you know, I feel like Shakur mastered all of the fundamentals. And tell me what he lacks in fundamentals, like Tim Duncan. If you ask me, Tim Duncan wasn't really spectacular, but he got the job done, right? And you couldn't really stop nothing he did because it was all fundamentals. Excellent, though. Excellent fundamentals. And when you beat somebody with a jab, You have to think of the mental, not just the fundamentals, his mental. The mental, the mind. You're not falling for a left hook in the first round because you're smart, not listening to your father as far as him saying to TMZ, put your kids to sleep. I'm sending my son in there to kill Ryan Garcia. Kill. Kill. No Cool J. Kill. Where your mama? Where your mama? Where your mama? Where your mama? Slap. It's already felt this power right there. Mind games. Weight games. 3 pounds. Ain't got to lose it. Game given from Floyd. Passed down. Videos dropped. Thinking we cool because I dropped the video for you to let everybody see how you won the money. Ha ha ha. Pimped you, tricked you, thought you was slick, bet money that I wouldn't make weight. I didn't, nigga. I'll pay you. Oops, tricked Las Vegas as well. Came in there, doped up, they didn't know. Popped you first round with a left hook. Same left hook, I got a whole bunch of highlight packages built together for. And you knew I was going to swing it. Because you told TMZ that you were going to do that. Come in the center of the ring with me. And you did it. Because you just like Fred Sanford's son, Lamont, a big dummy. You're trying to prove something, thinking it's a common opponent of Tank, and you're going to beat him up worse than what Tank did. I can't prove that's why you chose me. But it did not work. I almost got away with it. I just didn't cycle out properly like, a lot of other drug cheats in the game get away with it. I know they were sweating bullets like, whew, please don't mention me, Ryan, because we over here cycling out properly. You dummy, I don't know what you did, but you need to stay away from me. You know when they get hot, niggas don't want you to hang around. You know you probably the police. Like, damn, boy, what y'all boy finna head to? Shit, nigga, I'm finna take it to the crib. Man, y'all nigga finna go out, man. Where y'all boy going to, man? Shit, it's over with, boy. All right, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all boys. 24/7. Yeah, nigga, you the police. That's what a nigga be doing. Like, 24/7. Who that is? Yeah, you seeing niggas start looking around when you do that. You see you walking up. We'll see a nigga walk up like who a police ass nigga knockout. We'll see that nigga coming from out the store, right? I'll be in the cop like 24/7. Like nigga start looking. I ain't even gotta say nothing. Nigga start looking like, oh, there go that pussy ass nigga. Yeah, nigga, that's the police. Let's go. Let's go. Nigga gonna walk over here to my, hey man, y'all ain't got none of that gas. No, nigga, yeah, the gas station. We at the gas station, nigga. Oh, come on, man. I know y'all boy got that sack. Yeah, nigga, we do it just straight smoking. Oh, let me hit the blunt. Nigga, please. That's when the nigga got to get rude. Man, back up, dog. You don't want to get too rude to the police. They'll put the, you know what I'm saying? The real police on you, nigga. That nigga knockout get your whole paperwork and put it on flat screen, nigga. If you was out there at a party, nigga, you had a 62 inch, a big ass flat screen, a theater TV, you can see a nigga mugshot on the regular paperwork, docket sheets, dates, names, offenses, discoveries, motion to discover, nigga, Rule 35s. Nigga, you gonna see it all, nigga, fucking with that boy. All right, now, things a game. See your marriage license. You know what I'm saying? All your family addresses. Nigga gonna look up all your family maiden names. Know where your mama address at. And nigga look, all you gotta do is pay $1. You pay $1, find a nigga real name, you can look up everything on them, dog. Nigga had nigga social media sites and everything. Nigga crazy. It's like crazy shit going on out there on the internet, man. These niggas is weirdos, bro. They be stalking you, like cyber stalking you, nigga, and you don't even know they be liking and watching you from the couch in the middle of the night in the dark, man. Fuck. Weird, man. It's scary, nigga. You know, it always feels like somebody's watching me. You ain't got no privacy. Whoa. Shit. Say Conor Ben, we could get it banging. Conor Ben was on that list too, now. Conor Ben was on that list. I don't know why people were mad at Shakur trying to fight Conor Ben. Conor Ben was on Devin Haney list. Why BFT mad about that? You don't want him to fight without a rehydration. Y'all want Shakur to lose. I don't want no rehydration clause either. Because if he beating without that bitch, man, y'all niggas be sick. Y'all want a reason for that nigga so y'all can hate. And them niggas agreed and negotiated for the rehydration clause. Y'all be like, oh, here you go. And you know he gonna win too. You know he gonna win. That's why y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't want him to get one without it. Y'all want him to have one so y'all can have more chances to hate. But I don't want that nigga to have no rehydration clause. Cause I don't want to give you niggas no more chances to hate. I want him to fight Devin Haney without a rehydration clause. Please. 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 Yeah. Please don't you go. I'm telling you, nigga, if you ever get a chance to negotiate with Bill Haney, tell that nigga, hey man, I need a rehydration clause to fight your big ass son. Hey man, you know, man, hey man, I can't do that, man. Come on, that's cool, man. 147, man, that ain't too much, man. Look at you, man. You got the muscles. All right, man, but how you go, man? You know, I'm coming up from 126. Oh man, don't give me that shit, Shakur, man. Come on. I'll tell you what. Let me call Turkey. Hey, Turkey, man, this man over here crying like a bitch. Bug him out. He don't want no rehydration clause, man. And we need to fight now. How much money can you give us? Huh? All right, man. Well, now you heard what Turkey said. All right, I'll take it, man. God damn, man. You gonna make me fight you without a rehydration clause, man? God damn, Bill. Hey, man, it is what it is. Hey, I'm sorry. All right, man. Where I sign it? All right, here you go. Just sign right here. All right, man. Let me get that paperwork. All right, man. Shakur Stevenson. All right, is it official? Shakur Stevenson. You need to make sure you spell it all right. Shakur. All right, thank you. Let's shake hands on it. Right. Gotcha, sucker. Yeah, I ain't want no motherfucking rehydration clause anyway, bitch. I just wanted to get some more money out this shit. That's why I was capping and caping, nigga. I got your bitch ass. Remember that shit you was talking about from 25% you want to give me the bottom of the barrel, huh? You couldn't even give your boy a motherfucker a deal, huh? That's why I pressed for 50%, pussy nigga. I got you. You was capping talking about, hey man, all you gotta do is talk to Bob Aaron. You knew goddamn well I couldn't talk to no motherfucking Bob Aaron to get Lomachenko out the way. Bitch, I'm gonna get your motherfucking dog. I'm gonna beat the shit out your motherfucking son when I get in the ring. Bitch, you thought I was shaking and trembling in my boot about this big ass weight bullet that's supposed to be fighting at 160 pounds, nigga. I heard the commission talking about, oh, they supposed to cancel the fight with Devin Haney when they mentioned his motherfucking government name. Bitch, I'm finna get you, nigga, for all that disrespect and all that capping and shit. They gonna make you shave that motherfucking weak ass afro off the face, and you're gonna be motherfucking shedding there after I beat the shit. I ain't got no stoppages. I've been saving that shit for your son, sucker. Oh man, come on, man, Shakur, man. I ain't laughing, nigga. I ain't even playing no more. You think I'm gonna beat the shit out that nigga? I'm telling you where I'm gonna get my first stoppage. I'm trying to beat the blood out this nigga face, man. Hey, Dad, what's going on in here? Oh, just go back in there, son. We're just having a little fun over here. No, Dad, I hear you over there yelling. What's going on? Hey, Shakur. Hey, what's going on? How we gonna make the fight? Yeah, nigga, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking snot box in, nigga. I'm gonna make sure I target that big ass nose. Oh man, what's going on? What's wrong? What I do to you? Man, you shut up, bitch. Before we get that bitch cut off in this bitch right now. Y'all from the big game here, fight, man. Oh, I'm your mother now, bitch. That nigga gonna turn into a psycho. That nigga gonna beat the shit out of Devin Haney, man. That nigga gonna beat the shit out of Devin Haney, man. I'm telling you, he ever get a chance, he gonna act like that's a tank fight. That nigga gonna get in the ring with Devin Haney and envision Javante Tank Davis in front of him, brother. So I guarantee you, nigga. I've been calling it ever since. Now I've been calling it. What I've been doing, man. Y'all got to give me my propers. Y'all got to give me my shine, man. Y'all got to go on and you know what I'm saying. Say my name like Beyonce said, man. Do the song. Do the song some just. Say my name. Say my name. You understand? Rule exposure. Calling it like it is, man. We study these guys, man. We study these guys for real with no hate. Just a third eye, nigga. Y'all ain't peeping the game, G. You say he ain't saying none of that. Oh, you know, it's a satire, and I was just playing, but that's just how I feel, homie. You know, I told you that at the beginning, though. You know what I'm saying? But all of my satire been coming true, whether y'all like it or not. You know, I've been looking for the biggest and toughest fights for Shakur with no excuses. You know, understand me? I want somebody to try to hurt them, man, because I ain't never seen that there before. You understand me? So I don't know what you want for Devin, because y'all capping and caping for a nigga fighting a nigga that ain't on this list. So I can feel what the nigga from the MMA talking about, man. Y'all niggas let these boxers get away with anything. One thing you can say about them niggas that call themselves Shakur Stevenson, man, they want that motherfucker to fight the motherfucking King Combs of the goddamn division, nigga. They want Shakur Stevenson to fight Devin. They want Shakur Stevenson to fight Frank Martin, Edwin De Los Santos, nigga, Tank Davis, motherfucking send the contract, I kill you, motherfucking Antoine Russell, nigga, motherfucking shit. Even Matias beat the shit out that bobblehead dog. Abdullah Mason, nigga. Fuck, I want him to fight Schofield, nigga. Shit, fuck it, beat the shit out of him just for his daddy, nigga. That's one thing for sure, though, that I think that the Shakur fans want. But me personally, like, if you really want to impress me, fight Boots. That's something I don't think he can do, and that's something Devin can do. Devin can make 154 and fight Boots, but you fight Xander. You trying to fight Xander, or you attempting to fight Xander, and you ain't trying to fight Boots. You ain't attempting to fight Boots, and nigga, you gonna make an excuse talking about you tried to fight him at 147, nigga, because he had the belts there, knowing damn well that nigga wasn't finna keep them weak ass belts, nigga, because he couldn't make 47 no more. And he been saying after that one fight that he should move up to 54. And you niggas don't even believe that the people say he ain't 100% and fighting at 100%. That his doctors are lying and everybody lying, like you niggas just tell the truth 100% times in your life. Like everybody's lying because you always lie. And take up for lies. And cover your eyes up for your favorite fighters. I don't care who it is. It can be Shakur fans, Terrence Crawford fans, Tank fans. All you niggas do the same fucking thing, nigga. And it's sickening. I don't spare nobody. Nobody. Not Shakur, not nobody. Because I want to see Shakur getting a knockdown, drag out fight, nigga. I'm sick of that shit. All you niggas doing is seeing this nigga fight and beat these so-called top-notch guys with one motherfucking hand, nigga. And all he doing is stepping back. And these niggas can't figure that shit out. And you niggas acting like he ain't great. I give respect where respect is supposed to be given, nigga. I ain't seeing Devin Haney do none of that there. I ain't seeing this young nigga getting in no trouble, and y'all talking about he ain't fighting nobody. Who the fuck he gonna fight next? Before you say all that weak ass shit, he just about called great with one hand, homie. And you ain't making no YouTube videos breaking down the fight and watching that shit happen again. You gonna wait for me to do it. That's why I be sitting back, falling back, just making videos here and there, trying to give you niggas time and put the idea in the algorithm. You know, you want to teach children how to shoot jabs and affect the boxing world and create a good algorithm for the boxing world instead of teaching the children that Shakur is boring. You know, the first thing you mothers and fathers need to teach your children is a jab. So who the fuck jab you gonna teach him off of? Let's go watch this Shakur and Tiafimo fight, son. Or let's go watch this Shakur and Tiafimo fight, little baby girl. Or let's go watch this Edwin De Los Santos fight, son. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker beat this man with one hand, man. You know, this guy Rudy Exposure said back then he fell asleep on that shit, but once he realized his ailments and the injuries, he went back and rewatched that fight. And he realized this motherfucker was a master as far as cardiovascular and as far as hand-eye coordination, as far as defense, and as far as his jab. That shit is very, very efficient and smart. And you know, smarts are the best thing in the world to have. That's the best superpower you can ever ask for, smarts. Because you can save the world, the universe, the galaxies with the smarts, not the power. The power, the people with the power depend on the people with the smarts, man. You don't win fights with power punching. You win fights with smarts, MMA guys. Smarts. You know, the strikers in the MMA are the most spectacular and the people that make the most money. Ain't it? Ain't it, man? You go through MMA history and UFC history, all them guys are strikers coming out with great striking abilities. But you know, man, you need a stoppage, Shakur. You need a stoppage. You say when Devin beat Boots, make a skit. Nigga, if that shit happen, nigga, I'm gonna do more than make a skit, nigga. I might motherfucking I don't know what the fuck I'd do if Devin Haney beat Boots. I might start a goddamn conspiracy channel. I might join all the Tank fans and start saying that Devin Haney on snack. Yeah, that's what I say if that nigga beat Boots. You talking about some skits. So, boy, you niggas wouldn't like my skits. I'll be like, nigga, waiting on the drug test skits. Waiting on the drug test to come back, fellas. I got to see this shit, boy. That's just, you know, like, I know it can happen. I know it can happen. You know, there's UFOs out there. You know that, right? And, you know, I just ain't never seen it. And it's probably, you know, not going to come in my lifetime. It might. I hope it do. I hope I see a UFO before I go, nigga. But, I think I did one day. I ain't going to lie. But I might have been tripping. It might have been a drone. You know what I'm saying? People think I'm crazy, but, you know, I was riding home one day. I sure enough saw something up there and stopped and then go. But hey, man, you know, it is what it is. I believe in it, so I don't have a doubt in my mind that it's a possibility. You know, we in one galaxy. There's trillions of galaxies out there, so I'm pretty sure that we're not the only life form. You know what I'm saying? God said anything is possible. I'm pretty sure, man, in the Bible, if you believe in God, you see all the creatures and all the ghosts and all the people that, you know, came back to life. And Revelations talk about all kind of demons, and you know, it is what it is. But you know, it just doesn't exist, right? You know, the movies portray life, and you just see everything coming to fruition, like the cartoon Jetsons. You got the AI robots back in the 70s in the cartoon. They were trying to tell you what was coming in the future, but you did not listen. You don't want to subscribe to Root Exposure. You know, he has the prolific mind just like a robot. He is not a robot. Auto fix yourself. You're making these people think you're not. Oh, excuse me. I ain't no robot. Oh man, I ain't no robot. I was fooling you. Turn this shit off. Turn this shit off right quick. Turn this off. Yeah, hello? Yeah, I'm back. I had to get a little cup of coffee. You understand me? Yeah, man. Back when I was, what was I talking about? Oh, I know what I was talking about. I don't never forget. I never forget. Damn, something wrong with my throat. Nigga, I'm a machine, nigga. Fucking with me, man. Hey, man, but yo, Keyshawn, I wish you luck at 47, brother. You know, there's something funny going on with you. And we're gonna find out sooner or later, man, because I don't think you can pop Devin. I'm just gonna, he going up to 54. This nigga's a big old dude, G. Now, you know, you guys talk that shit, but I think Devin can pop Boots if he pull a Cameron. But that's gonna be tough too because I think Boots prepared. I think you should have been caught Boots. You should have been caught Boots and pulled the Cameron. You understand? I don't think he can fall for that shit twice. I think he trained for Cameron for that next fight, thinking he was gonna run and fix the big mouths that say he can't cut the ring off. I think that was the play. I think y'all done missed the chance at getting Boots as far as telling me that he can't cut the ring off. I think y'all missed the play. I think Karen missed the play. I think he didn't have enough confidence to stick a few more offensive strikes into his repertoire in that first fight. It's just like the MMA fighter said, when you use offense, you open yourself up more to get knocked out. A certain type of offense, you definitely get clipped. I mean, you know, when you come forward with the high guard, you're susceptible to certain type of punches. You're susceptible to getting your guard manipulated. You're susceptible to body shots. You're susceptible to getting your wrists broken. You're susceptible to getting blinded. And, you know, Tank's coming back. And I'm glad that all the suckers hated on Tank because, you know, even these so-called Tank pages hated on him. You know, if Tank did it, you know what I'm saying, he deserved to get the book. Remember y'all niggas said that shit. And Tank heard that shit too. If he did it, he deserved to get every jail sentence in the whole wide world. If he did it, he's despicable. If he did it, then, you know, you can't go back from that. You know, and Tank heard you niggas, man. Tank been told you knockout, man. You was a bitch ass nigga though. And we all knew you was gonna put that nigga paperwork on YouTube, bro. I knew you was gonna put that nigga paperwork on YouTube, pussy. If you wanted to know anything about Tank, all you had to do was go to Blue Blood or Knockout, nigga. Especially Knockout. Knockout putting the paperwork up there, nigga. Blue Blood getting the paperwork and reading it off his hands. You understand me? Off his phone. Both of them niggas got notifications set up. Oh, y'all ain't want to hear me talk about that there? That ain't boxing shit, nigga. According to them, it is. Why the fuck are y'all mad at me for talking about boxing talk? That's boxing talk. Tank can't fight, so that's a boxing talk, right? Tank coming back now. We can talk back Tank. Nah, fuck that shit. Hey, Tank, bring your dog ass over here, nigga. We fuck with you over here. We just want to see you get popped by Shakur. We know you gonna pop everything else, right? But you ain't fought in a long time, Tank, nigga. I don't know. Let me put the link in the chat for Tank. Tank gonna pull up one day, nigga. Tank no real nigga recognize real niggas, man. A nigga ain't with that bullshit you did at that gym, nigga. I don't think none of your homeboys supposed to cop for that shit, nigga. Anytime you snatch a bitch out the gym like that, there, my nigga, that look bad on the nigga that hang with you, dog. You'll make me look bad fucking with you. If I was with you at that gym, you rolled up in that mug, especially if you was the bodyguard. All right, you supposed to get fired, nigga. Nigga, you ain't finna snatch, man. Hold up, Tank. Hold up, baby. Come on. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? You get up out of there, nigga. You don't let that nigga embarrass yourself. You gonna protect the bag by making that nigga stop doing that there. Like even with King Von, God bless his day, I said when he died, I was like, man, what the OGs at that was supposed to be with that nigga, dog? Y'all out of bounds. You know what that means? I mean, y'all ain't in the city that y'all can do that type of shit in. You can whoop a nigga ass when you in your block. Cause you know you got rank and niggas ain't gonna fuck with you. But nigga, your rank don't matter in another city. So you need an OG with you that don't care about telling you no. Your homeboys, they want the bag. They want you to, you know what I'm saying, keep breaking bread with them. They gonna, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got no rank over you. The OG got rank over you if you in the game. He's supposed to be able to say yes and no and make an OG call, but see, you ain't had no nigga like that with you. King Von, God bless the dead. You had some niggas with that was with what you was with on that killer shit, dog. The OGs on that killing shit back in the day, but they smart now. They know that the young niggas can do it for them. And they try to guide them and keep the niggas, you know what I'm saying, grounded and keep the business going. But shit, nigga, you can't tell a nigga no. I can't hang with you. If I can't say no to my nigga, I can't fuck with him. On important shit though, like it's a life and death situation. And I'm telling you, no, homie, you don't want to listen to me. I can't fuck with you, cause you put me in a position, homie. Like if you vouching for fuck shit, my nigga, you put me in a position to be looked at as a fuck nigga, and niggas gonna try me. If I'm with my bitch and I'm snatching her up all in public, I got children out here watching me, and you my homeboy, and you just sitting back and you watching me, homie. You shit, you ain't shit. Like I ain't shit. So vice versa, if I see my homeboy snatching a bitch up in the gym, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, hold up, G. And just, I done did it before. You know what I'm saying? Behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Nigga snatching his girl up and shit, my nigga, for no reason that he drunk. You know what I'm saying? In front of his kids, G. So I stopped that shit, nigga. Nigga finna let that shit happen in front of me, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold up, homie, chill out. Oh, fuck that shit, homie. Hold up, G, chill out. You know what I'm saying? I had to get the girl and let her go free. I don't give a fuck what she did. You can't do that in front of me. I'm like, hey man, I'm finna dip, man. Just chill out, bro. Calm down. No, fuck that shit, man. No, fuck that. No, fuck that shit. I'm finna dip. Now I'm not finna sit here and witness that shit. I'm gone. Peace. I leave, and then you do what you do. But you ain't finna do that shit in front of me. I don't want that sleep. I don't want to go to sleep and think about that. How you gonna beat up on the gal? I ain't no woman beater, man. A lot of people say whatever about me, but I ain't no woman beater, boy.
thought this shit was sweet.
They thought that shit was sweet. They thought this shit was sweet.
Thought that shit was sweet.
PARTTWICE, I see.
Super sweet.
They thought the shit was super sweet. They thought the shit was sweet. They thought the shit was super sweet. They thought the shit was super sweet. Yeah, they thought the shit was sweet. Yeah, they thought the shit was super sweet. Thought the shit was sweet. Thought the shit was super sweet. Thought the shit was super sweet. Because I tried to keep the peace.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get all of this money in the streets. Niggas beef, then they go to vote. Somebody gon' die, yeah. Fuck the police, shoot you every time, yeah. Rather live my life behind a jail cell. I can't let you niggas rock my bell. Send me straight to hell. I'ma keep the heat, seekers aiming to your head gone. If I miss, that's okay. I'll be at your girl home. Live a life of crime, and you know there ain't no rules in it. I can't get your sergeant, I got to kill your lieutenant. Head with no screws in it. Don't I call the Holy Ghost? Fire from my gun, turn you niggas into fucking ghosts.
Yeah, they thought this shit was sweet, but you know, one thing I do got is some stone cold timestamps. Run it, selector. Yeah, Tank ain't never gonna. That's an old one. How old this one is?
I want to talk about, just because I'm curious.
Months.
So you see a lot of athletes announce retirement and then come back, or announce retirement and then don't retire. How realistic is this?
It's real.
Has it changed? Have you been have you had any thoughts like, maybe I was tripping a bit?
Yeah, I do be having them thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also too, I want to get myself together though.
Which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together, like not retire, but take a break, you know. But the only thing is, well, I ain't gonna lie, I had already made a promise. I had already made a promise to Al, like we out of it type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I can stick around and just I will help people and guide people, but for us like me competing, I don't really want to do it. It's like other stuff I need to work on, you know, like being more there for my kids, going to school, you know, just building myself up as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a great
Everybody Shakur spar, he beat him.
Focusing on.
When you spar guys like Shakur Stevenson, and you know you hold your own in those sort of spars, do you feel like that does give you confidence knowing that, look, I deserve to be at this level?
Yeah, I think for me, obviously, that was probably a good turning point for me, because I remember, like, obviously, like, I just thought, I was sat down having a Chinese on a Sunday, and I was like, oh, he's sparring tomorrow, and I'm thinking, oh no, who am I sparring? And he's like, Shakur, and I'm like, you don't mean Shakur Stevens, do you? And he was like, yeah, you're sparring him. And I was thinking, oh mate, and obviously went up there and we've done 5 4-minute rounds. Never done 4-minute rounds for in my life. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And then, like, as you say, you hold your own. Like, you can see that they're not miles away. It's not that big of a thing. Like, so I think that for me was probably good. It was good to get that at that time. And then you think, you know what, like, it's nice. You're holding your own. And then obviously he come out and said, obviously he's a big puncher and that. And it's nice to know that it ain't just in your head. You're not deluded. Do you know what I mean? It's not just you believing it. Other people know about it as well.
Is there a factor to that where you almost don't know your level, don't know how good you can be until you get in the ring with those guys? I think
that's the same with anyone. You can only beat who's put in front of you, don't you? And obviously everyone always aims for the stars, isn't it? But obviously a few people can always get there. But everyone still say you're always pushing for the best. And I'm hoping that I can hit and reach that level, get that world title. Do you know what I'm saying? And then even then, you'll still go into fights. I won't think, oh, I'm now the best in the world. I can just sit back. I'll still have doubts in future fights because they're just going to keep getting harder and harder and harder. So I just think you got to keep level-headed and then just keep doing your work, innit?
You know, I've been sitting back, relaxing, you know, handling my business, man, doing my thing.
Hey, but, you know, I played that to say, you know, everybody Shakur spars, he beats, man. This nigga, everywhere you go, people spar him. And it's just, they know what time it is. Just like the MMA guy said, man, you already know what it is. So you sent me this link right here.
You're out and withstand the punches and what's coming back from Chukajan. Anytime Boots try to get anything going, Chukashon comes back with sneaky right hands like that. Those are strong shots by a strong fighter.
Drop that shit right there. He slipped that shit. Let's see what he do after he slipped it. Let me slow that shit down right quick. Alright, so playback speed. Let's see. What is that normal? I'm gonna go to 05 right quick. Let's see what he do after he so he slipped that jab. Let's see what he do after he slipped that jab. Oh, he did a jab right after that. Hold up. Let me see what happened again.
Boots is in for a long night, man. I can
got caught with that jab.
see it already.
It's a good jab. It slipped that jab. Slipped that right hand.
Have fun. Said he did.
Is that a body shot coming? Yep.
Fun in the first fight.
Boom. Over the top.
Tonight.
Missed that one. Block. And he smothered it.
I'm not sure he's having that much fun either.
Yeah. Stick that jab.
He's having
body shot. Body shot. He missed that.
Figure out. And
Slip that. Is the body shot coming after that? No. Another defensive move.
Withstand.
They say Boots ain't got no defense. A lot of shots get blocked and rolled with because he likes to roll, right? He's a rolling stone. I'm just trying not to get copyrighted because they'll take me off the air. You know, I don't care about the copyright onto my strike. Right.
And the punches and what's coming.
Slip that, or did he get hit? It don't matter.
Coming back from Shakur.
He got caught with that. Miss with that.
Anytime Boots trying to get
Got that block right.
anything going, Chukashon comes back with
Little inside body game.
sneaky right hands like that. Right.
Well, we got Harvey Dock in the game. You know it's a big fight. Now, this the fight, Devo, that you sent me that I think Jerron Bousin is trained for. I think he trained this fight for a runner. You know what I'm saying? I think he trained for the first Karen that had hair. I don't think he trained for this type of Karen. I think he, Karen played a mind game on him and tricked his ass. Got him off his rocker a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Karen because he had balls enough to get in the ring with Boots, bro. That's one thing I can say. I'm not going to, talk too much about Karen because I wasn't too big on Karen to be talking about. I'm a Karen fan. You got to gain respect for people when they make you respect them. You got to give them their respect, though. Karen's a good, tough fighter, and he's tricky and he's crafty. That don't mean he can fuck with Boots. And I think another fight with Boots will be a suffice fight too, because who else gonna fight him? Karen, come on up to 54. I think them guys in them type of countries like that don't care.
Those are strong shots by a strong fighter.
That distance, you see him getting that distance. Slipped it. There it goes. Slipped it. Here we go. He slipped it. He caught him. Boom. Caught him. Slipped it. Caught him. All right.
Yeah, I think that's.
And see, that's what I don't like about Boots. You'll roll with it, but you'll get clipped with it too, Boots, because you got your hands down low. You know, you a real showboaty type of fighter. You know, that's why I got you number 2 and not number 1, because Shakur's defense is better than your defense. Even though I feel like Shakur will lose to Boots if he fought him at 54. But I think if they fought at 47, Shakur can beat Boots. No rehydration clause, because it'll be tough for Boots to make 147. And I don't think Shakur can go up to 54 and fight anybody. Not Honduras, not nobody. You know, it's just size, it's weight divisions for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They'll smother him, they'll wear him down, they'll fuck him up at them 54 and up divisions. You might catch a Rudy Poot at 54 and beat him. You know, you catch a nigga like Conor Ben and slaughter him, but I'm talking about top-notch guys. Boots can roll with the punch. He can slip a punch. He can dodge a punch. He can avoid a punch. He can evade a punch better than Devin Haney. I think Shakur's distance is better than Boots, but his roll ability, his agility is not better than Boots. Boots got that. But his distance is not as good as Shakur, so Shakur doesn't have to do that. He's just use the fundamentals on you.
Gonna be the money for
Missed that shot.
Boots right there. Just settle with that jab. Control this strong brainy
Sneaky shot. You seen that? Then a block. Sneaky shot, then a block.
fighter on the outside with the jab.
Look at that.
Let
Hit
him
that hip.
run
You seen that? You seen he hit that hip?
into shots.
Referee couldn't see it. If he did, he just nailed it. Block. You seen that block? Definitely blocked it. Missed that jab because of a good head movement. Hey, Brian Norman Jr., you need to watch this fight.
Round 4.
You see that? Return fire with a jab. Uppercut with Boots. Over the top with Boots. For every shot that he gets hit with, he comes with 2 or 3. He knows the right hand is coming, so he prepares for it. See, he knows what's coming.
The challenger tonight.
Keep in front.
What's going on right here? Hands low.
He's gonna have to keep it up. Great more rounds.
Love it. Showboating. Showboating.
Nice.
Showboating. You got caught on your right side, so you know something coming for the left. That's smart, but you got caught on your right side.
Shots there by Jean punching
You thought it was coming, it didn't come. Now you need to get your lick back.
down. Those are dangerous shots getting hit in the head like that.
Be tough. Boots built for all that shit, G. I mean, you can't say nothing different about it. You understand me? Boots built for all of that. You know, I don't see nobody fucking with Boots if he don't showboat. Boots don't showboat. Ain't nobody fucking with Boots, man. Who fucking with Boots? If this nigga don't showboat and act a fool, going there like Lima. You understand me? All right, let's go. Let's get this round 5. What Boots got going on? Changing levels, missing the jab, coming over the top. No respect for Karen. Body shot, hip shot, jab. Roll with it. You seen that? Roll with it. Lean with it. You don't be getting hit a lot of times. Y'all think you're getting hit. I'm glad you sent me this fight because this is a perfect example of Boots not respecting people. You know, and then, you know, he switched stances on you. You don't even know he's switching stances on you. You got to watch that. He back in orthodox. Sticking that jab out there, missed that jab. Ready for defense, smothered, going over the top, missing. Missing the jab, getting caught, coming with an overhand, getting caught over the head with it. He choosing to fight on the inside with Cameron. And so he thought this nigga was going to run. So here we go fighting on the inside. Let's go on and do it then. Not preparing for this shit the whole camp. You just going solo freestyling with this dude with a bald head, a totally different fighter. Like the last minute opponent, body shot after the slip, over the top, got blocked, jab. Yeah, it's like a last minute fighter. It's like a last minute fighter. This motherfucker done shaved his head, and he's like a totally different fighter than the first Karen fight. You know, he back in the southpaw. I didn't even see him switch. I didn't even see him switch to southpaw, but he back in it, playing with this dude, man, like food. You know, not respecting nothing that Karen got. He kind of blocked that shit, but he came through, turn fire with his hand. Got a 1-2 combo in there, a 2-1 combo, that is. You know, smothering all Karen's shots. You understand? He taking Karen's best shots when he does land. When coming still forward like a Terminator, he got caught right there. You know, no respect at all for Karen Kuka Doncic whatsoever. You know, no respect for his power, just doing whatever he wants to do, freestyling. Because I'm pretty sure if I was him, that I would think he was coming in there to run from me like the first fight. Not run from me, but utilize the ring like he should have did this fight. But I think Boots had this number if he would have did that. He should have did it a little more because Boots catching him right there. Got him on the ropes. See, now Boots can really hurt you on the rope because he's good at that. Let's see what happens. He lets him out. You see what I'm saying? So maybe he wants all this shit in the center of the ring. You seen that? You know, you slipping punches and you catching guys, man. You want to trade with this guy. This guy ran from you and embarrassed you in the first fight. That first fight was on a Tank card. Remember? And I think he had his outfit and it was purple, I think, and all kinds of different colors and shit. He was really trying to show out. And I remember you should have sent me the first fight, Devo. You know, because the first fight I wanted to, you know, show you guys he was trying to kill that man in the first fight. And now, you know, he was embarrassed. I felt like, you know, I can't prove it, but I felt like he was preparing for a runner. And, you know, Karen came in there and cut all his hair off. It's like fighting a last-minute opponent. It's a totally different fighter. You understand me? So shout out to Karen for having enough cojones to get in the ring with Boots, first of all. You know what I'm saying? You came out the woodworks, if you ask me, because I wasn't really checking for these type of European fighters, you know what I'm saying? And he came out there and showed a hell of a performance. And he said he wouldn't run, and he didn't. And, you know, Boots chose to stand there and trade with him and slip punches and, you know, and countering him. Okay, let's see. No respect for Karen's power at all. You know, smothering all his shots. That was a slippage. I want people to understand that. Uppercut. You understand me? Like different combos, different angles. Defensive responsibility. You saw the shoulder, the elbow to get the distance, but he missed the uppercut because Karen understood the distance. You see the jab, the arm out to keep the range. But, you know, Karen is a brave dude. And Boots, man, you know, he's a tough dude with a lot of talent that people are disrespecting him. Defensive responsibility, okay, boom, catching him, rocking him, getting that distance back right. Y'all seen that shit, right? That kind of stumble, Karen. You understand me? Okay, missing that shot, going wild back to the body, bringing it over the top. You know, he really hurting Karen right here. I'm glad you sent me this fight. Over the top. He tried to catch him. He caught him with the uppercut. You seen when he lifted his head up? Looked like Alibaba. He said, yes, master. Okay, guy, he had to take a knee. So he could have rocked him right there, but he showed him love. He showed him mercy. You know, you put a fella on the knee, you know what I'm saying? That's all you got to show me. You really don't have to play no more of the fight. You know, you guys be sending me fights, man, trying to embarrass Jerron Booth Sanders, man. It just makes me slow the fight down and show you that the punches that Karen was throwing wasn't really landing. You know, I like to watch the fight in slow motion because it shows you the real. You know, sometimes your eyes don't see what what you're truly supposed to see unless you slow down, fella. When you talking about somebody that's tough, look at Karen. That's a tough man. Because he gonna get up and he gonna finish the fight. But you know, my thing is, man, the respect level for Boots is very low. And it's kind of crazy that it is like that because I ain't seen nothing but spectacular performance every time I seen Boots. I never seen this nigga in trouble as far as like being hurt. You know, people try to say on Frequency Flyer when I asked him, have you ever seen Boots in trouble? And he was like, yeah. I say, what fight? The Karen fight, the first Karen fight. Like, no, I'm not saying having trouble, nigga. I'm talking about hurt trouble. Like, you know, for example, Devin Haney versus Linares. You know, when he got clipped, that type of, I've never seen that type of trouble. You know, I ain't want to bring up Ryan Garcia because, you know, that's a tender spot for the Devin Haney fans. And so I try to take it light on him with the Linares situation and scenario. Oh, that still touched the tender spot, didn't it? Yes, it did. But I don't care because it's true. You know, I never seen Shakur Stevenson in the Linares Devin Haney situation as well. And you know, you guys can Captain K for whoever you want to, but it's Avengers out there that's out there attacking you haters as well. You know what I'm saying? It's guys like me. We the super niggas out here. We going from city to city, from state to state. Anybody, all the suckers all over the globe. Where's you at? Tell us what city you want us to invade. You understand? We got the young niggas out there flying high. We everywhere. From San Fran to Japan, from Frisco to Maine. It's all about the money game. You know, we got all kinds of we got the where else we at? Oh, we definitely got the sneak watching. But hey, here you go. Back at Upton, ain't we? Bang, what we need Tank to get back in a great comeback fight. And the way y'all talking, y'all, I tried to get this nigga some grace, but man, you know, y'all talking like he don't need no tune-up. The way he was gonna do T if he could knock T.O. out and Shakur and he do this to Shakur and all this here, man. Shit. Be a crying shame, man, that man come back and get popped by Buster Douglas. You know, I don't give a fuck if Buster beat Mike Tyson. He's still Buster Douglas, right? What happened after he beat Mike? Got knocked the fuck out. Throwing a weak ass uppercut. How you gonna leave with an uppercut against Evander Holyfield? You got what was coming to you. You know, you got knocked out against Mike Tyson too. You got a long count. I'm gonna forever stick with that. Cause it's true. It's true. Nigga, that motherfucker say 1. Come on, boy, you all right, boy. 2. Oh man, goddamn. 3. Shit, that's how I felt. You know, I was a Mike Tyson fan, still am. I don't care how many losses he had. That's another thing that MMA got said that was true. I guess the boxing game just done changed, but one thing that ain't changed is once you get out of trouble as a boxer, like Floyd did, like Mike Tyson did, a lot of others before them did, man. You got to fight, nigga. Bernard Hopper came out of state penitentiary and started fighting, nigga. Was fighting behind the walls in the boxing leagues. You get a chance to have a second opportunity to get some money, nigga. You come back and you fight. Now, who is you going to fight? I've been, you know what I'm saying, listening to you, Negroes. I've been wondering who the hell who you want him. You don't want him to fight anybody that Shakur fought. Why? Go. Because these niggas are still professional boxers, right? And I'm trying to figure out why they can't fight nobody because y'all don't want them to fight nobody, man. That's some cold-blooded sucker shit now. Same with Shakur. Why he got to fight Lamont Rose? Why? Because he's a professional boxer, pussy nigga. He's a professional boxer, and that nigga got a right to fight whoever. Oh, he ain't doing nothing but fight some leftovers. Pussy nigga. Do you think Tank Davis created the leftover phrase in boxing? Man, that's the phrase that suckers use, man, because they're all common opponents. That's what you call them. They're not leftovers. This has been happening in Jack Johnson days, when Jack Johnson was fighting black fighters before he learned the game. Yeah, he was fighting these guys behind closed doors 2 and 3 times. You fought him, okay, watch what I do to him. Bop, bop, bop. And then it went on and spread to the 20s, in the 30s, and the 40s, and the 50s, and the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000. Man, I'm talking about until this day, and it's not going to stop. Shakur Stevenson say he might pop Ryan Garcia. I guess that's a common opponent. He been saying he'll fight Ryan Garcia. He beat him in the amateurs. Moses taught Ryan Garcia his jab because his mother used to judge the fights. And he told the story that his mother came to him after the fight with Shakur and asked him, could you teach my son that jab? And he said, yes. So when you say, what has Shakur done for the boxing game? Hell, he helped you when you were scared to fight Pedraza. And he was teaching you things in the Olympics that you learned. Ryan, man, I'm talking about Ryan Garcia. You can get it too. You a star. You a name. You ain't nobody. You trash. You ain't got nothing but a left hook. That's what Tank said about him. And he proved it. And that's what happened. He touched that left hand all night until he stopped him to that hurt rib. Because they say his rib was hurt before the fight. And I believe him. Just like I said, he had surgery on his right hand before the Rolly fight. And I believe him. Just like they said Tank Davis was hurt in the Pitbull fight. And I believe him. It's like they say Shakur Stevenson was hurt in the Edwin De Los Santos fight. But you don't believe him. Wow. You believe him, you don't want to believe him. You are a natural born non-believer. You don't believe your shit stink because you've been shitting on yourself all your own life and you're used to it. You hang around shit for people, That's terrible. That's Charles Barkley terrible. That you okay with shit contracts. Take it or leave it. Hey, it is what it is. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Because you wouldn't want your son to take it or leave it. Well, ain't no if, and you'll do what Shakur Stevenson did. Say, fuck that minimum. Nigga, we grew up together, remember? I thought you said all I had to do was call Bob Arum, remember? And we'll say, fuck Lomachenko, you the baddest motherfucker. And my son is the king. It is what it is, remember? All them fighting, them sparring wars in the gym, man, you remember? You get anything off on Shakur and sparring. It's like having a good day, brother. That's why I thought, like, the way the shit was moving in the division, She get 135. We rather cut the bottom back. Yeah, we ready, got body right. Y'all already ready? Yeah, man, we got Regis on the line, man. Hey, Regis, Jesus. Got Regis, Jesus. Oh, man, y'all got Regis. Man, you already know what that's gonna be. And what that nigga said on Gillian Wallow. Oh, you got Regis next? Nigga Tank said, yeah. Oh, you gonna ice him. Hey, but he can sell a fight. Ain't that what he said, dog? And he can knock motherfuckers out. Yeah. He can knock niggas out. Yeah, he liked when he said that. He had to think about that shit. Hey, Gilly, man, you funny as shit, G. You asked that nigga Tank. You said, man, you don't be going to the front office asking for none of these niggas, man. He wanted to see you fight Devin. I wanted to see you fight Shakur. He was like, nah. He's like, I can respect that. I can respect that. No, I can't respect that. I can't respect that. How you respect that? You a street nigga. You don't respect that. You respect that check. You respect that nigga feelings. You respect the fact that you understand the situation. You respect that situation, nigga. But you seen these videos, them boys were working out together, getting ready for pay draws, nigga. Yeah, these niggas getting ready for pay draws. That nigga ain't playing, nigga. That nigga on the mother putting the foundation together, nigga, with Shakur. He came from the Olympic and showing me things and the things that he learned. Now, I don't think Shakur showed him that, but I think that's a penitentiary work out there. A lot of niggas do behind the wall. You know, shout out to Coach Calvin, though. We talking about in that ring, man. But, you know, Coach Calvin, you always telling on Tank, man. You said it. Look no further, fella. You found him. You say, man, they grew up together. In the gym, that is. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of them guys be growing up together in the gym, man. And he's just one of them, man. You know, they was finna go to Colorado, remember? And train with Shakur. Why would you go to Colorado with some trash? Why would you want to go to Colorado and eat some trash? Because you know he's not trash. You know, he's first class, just like you said, man. You said, man, hey, man, that motherfucker Shakur, bad motherfucker, boy. Remember? Yeah. You said that shit, G. You can't never take that shit back, G. One thing about it, though, Abdullah Mason, y'all touted him up there, right? But y'all don't understand that nigga might fuck around and be better than Tank, man. If they move him the same way they move Tank, think about it. Look at all, like I played the Tank resume. I put all the people that Tank fought in the beginning of his career, which was a Mexican tour, right? But my thing was, nigga, he was knocking the Mexicans out just like Abdullah, getting in front of these guys, knocking these boys out. So he had a little hiccup with your boy. You know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So at the age of 20, Abdullah, you got 16 of them things, man. You know what I'm talking about? Both on southpaws, man. You know, just comparison, my nigga. Y'all get mad at stats. Man, why you go around here looking for stats? See, that's why you a hater. You be looking for shit like this. You know what I'm saying? I know they exist, nigga, but why you gotta go dig it up and look for it, nigga? Ask Knockout Boxing 86 why he digging up, looking up niggas' paperwork instead of this shit here. You around here looking up niggas' paperwork and putting niggas shit all on the internet for nigga mama to see and everything, man. You worse than Blue Blood putting a nigga mug shot up there and some more shit. But yeah, nigga, at the age, by the age of 20, man, I ain't doing better than Tank, man. Got 14 knockouts. You know, more fights, more rounds. I mean, you know, 746 opponent win ratio percentage, man. Davis won his first title at the age of 22. Hey, man, this nigga on the path to greatness, like y'all said. I think he should have a Shakur fight. Ooh. So I think this nigga should fight Shakur. because, you know, that's great. And Shakur want to fight the best. And I'm pretty sure I heard Abdullah say that 135 is his. So, you know, that'll be a way to go back there and take another belt that they done took from you. Like, oh, y'all took that. I'll go snatch that shit and get it right back to you. What you can do, whatever you want to do for real. You got a lot of options at 40. Them niggas want to give you a rehydration clause or not. At 47, that's an option. I don't care what the fuck the nigga do. I want him to fight and kill one of these young niggas in 2026. I don't give a fuck what young nigga you get. I really want you to get Abdullah Mason because, you know, they say he's better than you. They say Abdullah Mason better than Shakur. So if that's the case, we want to see the best fight the best. We got to see that fight, man. Yeah, and I don't care about him getting dropped 2 times by Johan. He's young. He learned from that, though, especially after that. East. And I'm talking about he caught his ass with a clean left. But, you know, he ain't going to get that shit done no more, even though it almost happened with the white boy that came from across the pond, man. You know, Sam Noakes, man. You know, is that his name? Oh man, you know, excuse me if I'm butchering people's name, man, but he did his thing though. And you a killer though, but you know, that kill, man. You gotta, like, even with Shoo, you love to fight on the inside, but you couldn't even show me you can box on the outside that fight. I ain't see it at all. You chose to play all night long till you got your mission done. And if you wouldn't have got that mission done, boy, I don't think you would have won that fight, G. Fuck what y'all talking about, nigga. You bowed to Inouye when he left the fight after you fought. You thought he was gonna bow back. He ain't bow back to you. He laughed at you, dog. You riding that bitch, man, getting beat up. I figured, man, listen, if you wouldn't have dropped him, I think you would have lost that fight, boy, because he was coming on strong. And he was hurting you, Shoo. And he was trying to gloss over that shit, man. I ain't gonna gloss over. You like to slip on the inside a lot. And I always said that's dangerous, but I like that about you, you know. I'm trying to give some entertainment value to the fight, man. But, you know, I figured like guys like you, Jaleel Hackett, Abdullah Mason, and the Tank Davis went to top rank, even him. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he was with Floyd and the best team in boxing, they want him to put that nigga in there in no motherfucking dangerous fight with him. Please. But nigga, all them niggas, man, gonna get clipped and dropped eventually. And especially Jaleel, because he like to mix it up a lot. You know, anybody that like to mix it up MMA style, man, they gonna fuck around and get clipped and dropped. Shit. Like, look at this shit. Split the high guard. You understand me? And make the nigga step back. But what you do, you just sit there and take pictures of them instead of go get them. You know, that's when you do your MMA shit. When you see niggas trying to catch their breath. You ain't got no cardiovascular for a fight, thinking shit was gonna be over soon. And then you asking them, is he okay? No, you don't do that. Okay, so if you gonna ask a boxer after he catches breath, is he okay? Is you gonna let him answer, or is you gonna anticipate an answer as soon as he, you know, is you all right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't let him say, yeah, I'm all right. You know, you stick him with a jab. That's what I would have did. Man, you all right, Tank? You know, you about to say, yeah, I'm all right. No, I know. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I would have did, G, because I ain't barring nobody, nigga. Y'all niggas can bar who y'all want to bar, but that nigga just sat there and took pictures of you, G. You sat there and took pictures of Tank, nigga. So I ain't finna let you sit here and act like, you know what I'm saying, you ain't spare your homeboy, your partner, nigga. Fuck what you talking about, nigga. That's why I'm okay with you getting that draw. What's up, Blaze? Pound for pound, man, I'm okay with a Monroe getting the draw, bro. And nigga, you spared your homeboy, dog. And as a matter of fact, don't let me play the tape. And that nigga got caught in the ropes. That's a special request tape right there. You gotta search for that shit. on some Public Enemy #1. I think this nigga really got in there and spared this nigga, bro, on some friendly shit. These niggas friendly. Yeah, I'd have been like, you all right? Yeah, all right. So, nigga, you wouldn't have got the chance to say I'm all right. East, I'd have stuck you right with a clean one, right down the pipe, boy. You drop it on me one. You know, Abdullah is exciting. He's one of them guys the MMA fighters like to watch. Tell the truth, ain't the devil. You know, the MMA fighters don't like guys like Crawford and Shakur. And a lot of you casuals don't like guys like Crawford and Shakur. But a lot of you casuals love guys like Tank Davis, Abdullah Mason. And it's only fair. And the same thing as the, you know, MMA guy. You say, yeah, I seen the Seahawks dominate, nigga. You know I got a video for you. You understand me? I ain't, you know what I'm saying, gonna do you like that. You understand me? Let me put my little Seahawk video. I had to remix that shit about 2 times because the copyright bug banned that bitch. I was like, damn, I hope I don't get took off forever for that one. The motherfucker was playing about Seattle that night. It was not playing about that Super Bowl being played nowhere on YouTube. You hear me? You can forget about it. They was turning shit off left and right, nigga. Hold on, let me play this shit, man. I had to remix this shit. I ain't finna let them motherfuckers get me out of here, man. I don't care about the other shit, man. But yeah, man. Put the little hey, that shit chopping through. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. Come on. You know, we happy.
This is the easiest job in the world. Hand it to Marshawn. Get the champagne on ice. Let's go. Well, imagine if we passed it though, right? Let's throw an inside pick play at the 1. Huh? No, I was kidding. Huh? Hello? No, I said it'd be. No, it's a joke. It's a joke. No. Hello? Guys, do not throw it. Give it to Marshawn. Don't you dare.
Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler.
Hey, that motherfucker was chewing that gum at an all-time high. Do you hear me? That was some gum that had no more. That gum had no more flavor, G. It was over with for that gum. But yeah, that was a great little get back revenge type Super Bowl victory for y'all boys, man. Because man, I was sick with Pete Carroll right there, G. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was dumbest shit ever, G. For sure. Yeah, right back on their ass, nigga. You know, boots in the gym. You understand me?
This is a to all the ghetto youths. To all the ghetto youths. Now will you feel if you wake up one morning and saw our big M16 has lot to draw? Feel like you want disappear but you can't. Cause the police are you not trust Mr. Law. Babylon will shut your face strong. What will you say if you're coming from dance on your head? You're a vice and boy, no move else you're dead. When you take a look, you see a
Yeah, murderoy. Murderoy. Sugar no nine, why? What would you do if you wake up one morning and saw a M16 nozzle at your jaw? You want to make it disappear, but you can't. You want to call police. Boy, hey, that was that 90s shit we was in Cool Runners listening to. But you know, you see they coming out with these right here.
Training camp for about 4 or 5 weeks. I feel it's a great experience for both of us. We both learning and getting a lot better off each other.
Just being young and hungry, when we come into the gym, we get straight to the point. We wrap our hands, get our stuff on, get in the ring.
This is a rare experience. You don't really see two rock stars sparring each other and helping each other out. I'm glad I'm involved in it.
Shakur been in the Olympics, showing me the different skills, different outlooks on the things that he learned.
I'm predicting a knockout. I've been training with Javante for this training camp for about 4 or 5 weeks.
For this training camp, for about 4 or 5 weeks, and you know, he was an Olympian, and you know he did come from the Olympics, and he was showing him things that he didn't know about how to do through his mouth. And you ain't did nothing for boxing but teach Tank a few things or two. And you know, everybody Shakur spar he beats. That's what they whole camp used to emphasize. They got mad at Shakur for sparring guys and learning them. And who he learned most, he learned guys he grew up with the most, like Keyshawn, like Devin, like Tank. The more he sparred you, the more he knows you. You know that, right? Jesus. I mean, it's only so much you can do to guys like Terrence Crawford and Boots, but man, you know, guys your size and lower, even guys bigger than you that ain't Boots and Terrence Crawford. You the next in line, nigga. And as far as defense, you the best in line. Am I lying? Boots versus Virgil, I don't know if it's official, but we crossing our fingers, man, you know, because I think Virgil got his back against the wall, homie. You stuck in a point where you need to save your machismo, your bravado, your Mexican pride. You know, your team is making you look like you're a duck. You're making yourself look like a duck because you allowed them people in the beginning to say you needed 4 years to fight a man. I'll never forget that. And then, you know, hey, now you got the opportunity to shut everybody up, me, all the suckers, everybody. All right, Blaze, be easy, man. I'm about to get off this shit too. I just came to tell shit and stir a little ruckus up, you know me. So me, I'm finna play one more video and get on, John. Let me see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one will make these niggas mad the most. Oh yeah. I ain't gonna play that one because we already talked about it, though, man. I'm gonna play some comedy and get out the door on you niggas with it. Big baby.
That money, catch me in the mall, spending nothing but them
Come on.
hundreds. I'm getting money, and I got the plug. Drought season, me and chickens going for a dub. How you love that? How you love that? Sell it for a dub, and I'm paying 10 flat. And now that's profit all the time. Got so many stacks, and I'm still selling dimes. So you know I got the same. Try that jack shit and get your wig pushed back. Young juice man, and I don't play like that. I'd rather ride 645 with top back. that. 20 bricks a week, but he can't talk that. Swagger right shouted, but you can call me Juice. I'm booming off the chain, better yet, I'm the truth. I keep the 100%, whether street or in the booth. I got so many whips, I can loan you a coupe. I got so many bricks, I can lend him a deuce. I got so many stacks, I can buy all your troops. I'm getting money, I'm getting that money, I'm getting that money. Catch me in the mall, spending nothing but them. I blew up at no. I blew up in shit that don't exist, don't get infused. I blew up at no papa. Cause the day to day, getting money, playing commas. Wish I had the commas. Wish I had some commas. Wish I had some commas so I can give it to my mama. I blew up at no papa. Fuck good karma. Run favors at the end of the day and keep money hello. It's not the same. It's only time. Niggas know we getting money off this rhyme. They saying we just gon' run up out of rhymes. Shit, I don't know, cause I rolled up some shit that don't exist. If you